All right, so what we're going to show now is I'm going to show you how to offset for the top back of curb. I'm going to show you a couple different ways because there are some different tools that could be used. I'm just going to slide this guy over here. I always like to have the 3D view open. Kind of lets me see if I throw a major error or something. The first thing I'm going to do is let's turn off the original ground contours. And you can see that I can just pick on that original contour group and it turns off both of those layers, the major and minor. Kind of cleans it up a little bit. I can also, yeah, that's fine. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take this one, which is this one line that goes all the way around. This one's pretty simple because there's should be no curb breaks or anything like that. It should be just a half a foot. And if we look at the elevations for top of curb, that kind of shows us that, yeah, everything's about, 5/10. Now we could, again, this is the bottom of curb. We could offset this to the top face and then offset it to the top back if we wanted to go to that level of detail. Kind of depend on what you want. If you really want that level of detail, then just run this twice to get the top face of curb and then the top back of curb. All right. Now I'm just going to do the top back of curb. I don't, the curb is just going to be poured. I don't really need that in my data prep model. There's different opinions on that, but I've always done it that way. And again, I like to have it detailed as well, depending on what I'm doing. Maybe I'm taking this for sight vision. Then in that case, I would want the face of curb. And, it doesn't take that much effort to do that. So in this particular video, I'm just going to show the offset command, and then I'm going to show different videos for the different offset methods using this create side slope. This create vertical design tool can also be used. It's a little bit more advanced tool. We'll save that for a future knowledge app. But if you want to know about it, then simply ask, and we'll throw a video in here. But I'm just going to go to CAD, and I'm going to use the offset command, and I'm going to call this. So it's going to be my curb -1A, and it's dash top back of curb, and I'm going to put 3D. Just so that I know it's the 3D line. And then we're going to come down here and let's see, what do we got? We've got DTM, right? Curbing, bottom of curb. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new layer, and that new layer is going to be called DTM dash curbing dash top back of curb. And again, this 3D lines, we could send it out, but I'm just going to make it a light gray color. We'll protect it because we want to save it in our template later. And I'm going to come down here and I'm going to put it on the DTM group, and then I'm going to close. So now I already have the line selected. So if you pick the object and then run the command, it already selects the object. If you pick the command, you're going to need to pick the line, and then you'll be able to select it, right? Kind of up to you. Now my offset distance is to the back. So if we looked at the curb and gutter detail, it's 6 inches from the back of curb. So I am going to type in 0.5. Now I could put in 6 as well. So if I type in 6 with an inch symbol and then tab, you'll see that it converts it to 0.5. Now I can go left or right. So I didn't check to see which way my line was drawn. I'm pretty sure I drew it this way. So this way would be my right, this way would be my left. But if I pick in here and then I pick over here, you can see that it did change it to left. So that's just a way to make sure. Now my vertical offset, I want to come up a half a foot. So again, I'm going to put in the 0.5. Now if you did want to offset just a portion of the line, you could use this option down here. I'm just going to click apply, and what that did was that put in that top back of curb, and that top back of curb line is all the way down through here. Right? So pretty simple, easy to do, just using the offset command. Now I could do that on the rest of these, but I'm going to use the rest of these to show you a couple different methods. Again, it depends on the level of detail, how much you want.